MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Oakland A's and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Warwick Southbold, the Aussie-born pitcher, will get the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So digging in now, number 22. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Oakland, center fielder, number 22.
Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Our temperature a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Oh, and a big curveball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is retired to start out the game. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Now at the plate, Matt Chapman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. The 3-1. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Standing in, Jed Lowry. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Big tilt on the slider against his swing and a miss. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Jones ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. It's the Liam Hendricks, the Austrian-born pitcher, will be on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times, but it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's 1 for 4. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. 3-2 now. Here comes the payoff pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Focusing on this lineup, Matt, one thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. So striding in, Nicholas Castellanos. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. The 2-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Matuk stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Jaemor Candelaria is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kenna has it in his sights, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Tigers leave 1. We are still scoreless. Next up for the A's, Matt Olson, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the 2nd inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Coming to the plate now, Stephen Piscotty. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
Batting 7, the left fielder number
Coming to the
20.
plate now, Martinez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. Jones is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Digging in, Marcus Semien. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Candelaria scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the A's 1 and the Tigers nothing. So coming to the plate, Victor Martinez set to lead off the home half of the second. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity. All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And he got him. Next up for Detroit, Jim Adduci will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Way out in front. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 0-1 the count. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They still trail 1-0. A nice aerial look of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast from Comerica Park. In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. A bouncer up the middle. Goodrum comes up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Now in the box, number 22. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high.
Ball 1, no strike.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in his zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, and they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
Here's Jed Lowry now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 0-1 on the ground to second base. This could be 2 to Iglesias for 1 on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Riding in once again, Chris Davis. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Lowry leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this one's in the dirt. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the A's 2 and the Tigers nothing. Leading off the inning, James McCann, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ryan Dull is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A fastball right over the outside corner. Fouled off. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mato. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Matt Olson, a base hit in his first trip.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
There to take it is the sure-handed Iglesias, 1 away. Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Now the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Goodrum right there on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. So now it's Mark Canha. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And now pitch on the way. Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back now with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Nicolas Castellanos to start out the inning. Yasmera Petit answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Here comes the first pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jaemor Candelaria. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Petit typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake-bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
1-1. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. So 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Tigers leave 1. They're down 2-0. Stepping into the box, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. One and one. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Pitch popped up, and there's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far.
That's a ball.
And a fastball just a bit up. And there's the first strike, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Slider up that he gets a call on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Castellanos has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 20.
Striding in for Oakland, number 22. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Hard hit ball to second. Goodrum from the outfield grass. And the throw from shallow right in time at first, and the inning will come to an end. A's are gone in order, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jim Adduci. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Sean Kelly, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Kelly stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 13th round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jim Adduci is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger, 2 strikes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
James McCann will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. The 0-2 delivery. Missed with a slider.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail things here 2-0. Drew Verhagen takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 54.
Standing in, Matt Chapman. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Chapman is one of the very best corner infielders in the game today. Oftentimes, first and third basemen are known for their offensive work, but he's truly a multi-dimensional talent. Really makes an impact on defense, and that makes him incredibly fun to watch every time he takes the field.
Yeah, watching him go about his business. First step quickness, his reaction time is unparalleled, able to make all the plays, and he takes a ton of pride in his craft.
Ripped down the first base line. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Davis now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away. And
the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Fernando Rodney enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. The next 0-2. He's taken high above the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
The left fielder, number 8.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Nick Castellanos now, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. No balls and 1 strike. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
He'll try again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it here 2-0. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And it's gone. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson, and the A's lead it now 3-0.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Buck Farmer comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Buck Farmer.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. It's a solo shot here for Stephen Piscotty. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0. That ball was absolutely blasted.
113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Into the box now, Mark Canha. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Swinging a soft liner, and 1 gone.
Up next for Oakland, shortstop.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. This one's down to third. Candelaria fields it cleanly on to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Jonathan Lucroy. No hits to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
Now
Digging in, number 22. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The next batter, Jaemor Candelaria. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch coming, here it is. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Full count now. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Victor Martinez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Nico.
Stepping in, Nico Goodrum. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail here. Now to the plate, Matt Chapman. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Hit hard to third. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry now 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First offering on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. A windup and the 0-1. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left, and the A's add on more. It's now a 5-0 game.
And as we take another look at that one on Show Track, the story behind that home run was speed, and the speed with which it was launched off the bat. Didn't have a ton of height on it, but 113 miles an hour, an impressive exit velocity.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the A's 5 and the Tigers nothing. Stepping up to the plate, Jim Adduci. A hit in 2 tries so far. Lou Trevino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
No balls and a strike to count. And it's 1-1. It's 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Jacoby Jones. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Ready once again, James McCann. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Great jump on that ball hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
So now it's Mark Canna, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Ready now, Marcus Semien. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in his zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, number 22, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Blake Trinan takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. 2-0 now. The 2-1. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Nick Castellanos now. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-0 the final score today. Oakland took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Ryan Dull pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Tigers, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.